Really, like, we really got up today. And then he was upset with himself. He was like, I'm just not, like, in my prime like I used to be. I'm like, nigga, we 30.
You're 30.
Like, I'm like, you out of the honeymoon 30. Phase of 30. So, like, you really...
You still got time to get it together.
Yeah, but at the same token, your knees not them young knees.
Yeah,
not you used to
you
hooping.
gotta lubricate these shits.
You gotta put some sardine oil on them bitches or something. You can't just be...
Fish oil them bitches up, omega-3s in this bitch.
You need some vitamins. Shit is getting
you
real.
You gotta get him some more. I don't know what else he could possibly take.
Being a wife...
Oh, the code, what is it? Code Q10?
Yeah.
That, you could get him that.
Being a wife is just...
Crazy.
Bro. It's like being old before you old. He got old people shit going on with him. I got old people shit too, but he got some old people shit going on with him.
Just different.
Welcome to another episode of Jaded and Evolving. I'm your co-host, Christian.
And I am your other co-host, Natasha.
Hola, bitches.
Make sure you look at the camera and not the TV. This one's for you.
How y'all doing?
My number one.
Welcome back. We hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. Thank you guys for all of the likes and the subscribing and the following.
If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe.
Sub to that shit.
Thumbs up the episode and comment.
And turn on your post notifications on everything. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that. That way you can be the first person to like. You don't get no prize or nothing. It's just you validated us and we need that.
If you came here from a post, clip that you saw, make sure you go back to that clip, and like it, and comment, follow the page.
Repost that bitch. Especially on TikTok. The goal is to get into an algorithm to get Black podcasts on the map. Yes. Black podcasting is a lane all within itself. However, the money, right, the revenue, the abundance comes from support, and support is free, right? We're not asking y'all to buy nothing. We're not asking, and it's not even to guilt y'all into it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Yeah. But if you like it, we need to know that you like it so that we know. I mean, we're gonna do it anyway. So we can fuck with you. Yeah, but we still gonna create the content. Yes. It's just it helps to be supported in the way that y'all have been supported us. So shout out to y'all, because I think overall, if we add up like all of the followers and like people that have subscribed right now, it's already almost 2,000 people. Yeah. So it's
a little bit over that, I feel like.
Yeah, collectively. Yeah. Yeah, plus like all the likes and the views. I know like overall, especially watch time on YouTube, we've hit metrics that we thought was going to take years. So it's really good. It's really good to know that these things are working and that you guys are supporting us and that you love us as much as we think you do. Thank you.
We appreciate y'all so much. We just want to make sure that y'all are following through so we know who y'all are, because y'all see us. We want to see y'all again for the second time, because I feel like we said that the last time.
I think we're just going to have to continue to say it, especially because the goal is community.
That face.
Yes, like community is really important. It's the whole point of creating a safe space. This is a self-care podcast. We want women to be able to come and to feel good, and not just women, anybody, but specifically Black women who have the experiences that we do. Just it's not easy. So to know that you have somebody and it's comforting, right? This is a space to be comforted. So welcome, and we hope that you guys stay around. And shout out to y'all.
What's the name that we came up with? Our Jade Bays.
Our Jade Bays. Our Jade Bays or J Bays? Jade Bays. Yes. I like it.
We want to see y'all.
Yeah, it's like little
We
Jade
even
nuggets.
Gave y'all a name.
Yeah.
So you know it's real.
Period. I'm going to start putting in the captions. What are we talking about this week, friend? Put my phone over
community, friends, and everything. So when it comes to healing, I don't like when people say that they're healed. Yeah. That bothers me a little bit, because it's just like, are you saying that you're healed from specific things, or do you feel as though you're healed as a whole? Yeah. Because I feel like it's impossible for you to be healed as a whole, because there's always going to be something else
for you to heal from.
You're going to continuously be healing from different things, because we're all triggerable people, regardless if you say, oh, I let that shit slide off my back. Something is going to pop up in your head to be like, damn, why am I reacting to this? And it's going to be like, oh, shit, that shit that I said was...
Why am I so bothered?
Right.
Now that whole healed thing, I don't like the word healed at all.
No.
Like, unless it's like a wound, like an actual scab or scar.
Even it's a scar left behind.
Right. So it's the idea of when people say like, "Oh, I've healed past that," or I've healed myself in that. Great for you.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the idea of healed like ed. It's always going to be ing. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck how traumatic it was. I personally don't feel like you're ever really over anything.
No.
Like, I'm talking anything, any conversation, any argument, because as I think specifically for me, sometimes I could smell something and it'll bring up something in my mind. Like, I should have punched that bitch when I saw it's so random how quick
sometimes
your brain
it's little
can be.
things. Yeah. Sometimes even with like the conversations that we had where I'm just like, this is really bothering me, and we've talked about it before, and I was just like, in that moment I was good, but I realized that there's still more work that I have to do or figure out how to not be triggered as intensely as I was before.
I think that's the goal that people lose sight of or people miss altogether. I don't think that the goal is ever to actually be healed. I think the goal is to be able to compartmentalize healthily enough for you to be able to function in whatever it is that happened. Because like we said, it could be something as small as a scent or something as small as like a color, something as small as a room, just like walking into a room that can set you off. And so it's the intensity of my reaction that I'm more so working on healing in a lot of ways. So when people come up and be like, "Oh girl, yeah, I healed from that," and I'm like, did you really?
Like, how are you reacting to it? Are you still reacting to it the same way? Like, once you find a better, like you said, a healthier coping mechanism, a better way to react, like, it's not like messing up your day, like the whole day, but it's like, okay, I had to take 5 minutes to get myself together from that. Then that's when I feel like, okay, cool.
And that's the interim.
Let's try healing something else. And we'll come back to this when I'm like, all right.
Because I feel like there's an interim in every healing experience. You get to a point where you're like, all right, it's not that deep, and now you triggered again, so now you got to readdress it.
It is that deep.
You can't. Personally, for me, I don't think that it's healthy for people to be in these long spouts of shadow work, because I think that it does you more harm than it does help. And I think that's why it triggers a lot of people's depression too. Because why are you giving this so much power? Now, if it just happened, I could see that. But if it's been 20 years since the situation and you still approaching it the same way, it's probably because the level of shadow work that you're doing, you're still trying to make sense of it.
Surface level.
When you should really learn how to forgive it. Ain't nobody telling you to forget. Nobody's telling you to, throw it to the back of your mind to the point where until you're triggered again, that's when you deal with it. But it's to say, find a way that when it does hit, that your first instinct is not to lash out. It's to say, okay, I feel triggered.
Forgive yourself, for real.
Oh, for sure.
Don't worry about forgiving the other people. Some people don't deserve forgiveness. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't think that forgiveness ever has anything to do with the person that hurt you. I think it has everything to do with you. Because you don't have any control over that. You really don't. You have no control over what happens when you have a fallout with somebody, or when you get into an argument, like, you only have control over your part. So no matter how it ends, right? Let's say it ends on terrible grounds. Like, if I see that bitch again, I'm gonna fight that bitch again. You gotta get over that somehow. Like, you gotta work through that. Because you mean to tell me, like, you see that bitch in the supermarket with your kid, you just wild out again?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta forgive yourself for, like, wanting to put yourself in that space. Like, damn, I'm really trying to, like, cause somebody else harm over how I feel. Like, let me back up and figure out. But like we said
2 episodes ago, some people don't get there. Some people are just miserable. Some people choose to be that angry all the time.
That's what I'm trying to help people figure out. Like, are you a
miserable
lost, bitch?
I think when you're that lost, there's nothing you can do about it then. In my opinion, certain people will never start a healing journey.
True.
Some people will literally choose to say, no, I'm going to be bothered. Yep, I'm going to be bothered by this shit to the day I die. And that's your choice. That's your choice. I'm not going to choose that, because for me personally, it takes a lot of energy. And I think that that's something, before I make a lot of statements now, especially here, to make the statement, like, for me personally, because people think that that's universal. I would advise you maybe try going that route. But we've even seen in the comments, somebody commented the other day on YouTube where they were like, it takes nothing for me to be like angry at somebody. It takes nothing for me to wild the fuck out and just go about my day. And it's like, okay, maybe for you it does, but once I start knocking furniture over and moving shit around, trying to come back from that shit. That's also
a problem too.
For them, for
because
us,
where's the accountability?
Some people don't want to be held accountable.
Because like, yes, we talk about what I said is what I said.
For sure.
But it's also where are you coming from when you say these things? Like, are you coming to hurt somebody?
Yes.
Are your anger, you're trying to lash out, you're trying to hurt this person's feelings? When I am pulling up on somebody, I am there to speak my piece. Yeah. So nothing,
it's about
most
you.
of the time, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Now, these people that be in the comment, I don't give a fuck about them. I don't know them. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, damn, that was kind of fucked up. Like, a little part of my moral compass be like, I don't even know these niggas. Why am I so upset? Like, that's that part. But it's like, when I come to people and they get upset about something I've said, I'm like, I care about you. So nothing I said was meant out of harm.
Yeah.
That's the issue that I'm having when people just be like, yeah, I just be angry and do all this blah, blah, blah. And then I go on about my business. I'm like, well, where were you coming from? What type of space were you coming from when you did that? Because for it to roll off your back, like, were you holding yourself accountable? Like, I went on about my business.
I think that I am starting to notice more when it's just people's intention to just be malicious.
Cause harm.
Yeah. So once I see you doing that shit, like once I see you being mean and hateful on purpose, I don't say shit to you.
Some people do be saying some like spiteful ass shit, and I be like, "Are you?"
And it's not. I don't want to hold you accountable for that, because if you're not gonna hold you, I'm gonna punch you right in your fucking face. So that's a part of my healing, is to not put myself in situations where I want to put I want to put my hands on somebody, because I'm like, I have this thought process of how does this affect a lot of the people around me, and that could be like post people pleasing, where it's like to still consider other individuals. However, at the same token, reciprocity is very big, right? Because what you give unto others is what you get back. So I think about that a lot too. When I start seeing people just being malicious, I'm like, oh, you have no intentions on getting anything good back in life.
But I think
so. Let me leave you where you at.
I think that's also a part of where you are in life, because you are trying to build community. Like, you're trying to put yourself in those spaces where, like, I am not triggered by everything that these people do, or I can understand where these people are coming from. So of course somebody like that wouldn't be a part of your community. But if somebody is just like, I'm gonna just be a loner for the rest of my fucking life, of course you're gonna be punching niggas out like back and like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be alone by myself. I'm gonna be by myself for the rest of my fucking life. I will punch these niggas and go about my business and go in the house that I lay down peacefully.
I'm starting to notice that more people are like that though. Like, since the pandemic, since being since being forced into like being introverted, a lot of people just don't care anymore. A lot of people don't care, and a lot of it is attributed to being in the house by themselves for a year. But a lot of that shit is you was in the house for a year with them same fucking emotions from years back too.
Oh, for sure.
So the fact
they
that
were
you
bubbling over.
Exactly, you didn't have the time to go out and express yourself how you usually do, and you weren't trying to find healthy ways to do that shit in the crib. So now it's to the point where, like, now people you back outside, you doing what the fuck you want, like, you don't care.
People are delayed. They have regressed.
Oh my god,
they have regressed. That's delayed.
I've heard so many people say that, like psychiatrists, teachers. So many people are saying, like, since that time, people they don't comprehend the same. No, the level of comprehension has actually lessened in people to the point where a lot of like professionals, like educational professionals, health are concerned for people.
Yes,
and I think I'm concerned because my level of comprehension is so, like, I pride myself on my level of comprehension. So when I see a motherfucker who just don't get it, I'm just like, what part is not clicking for you? And then to not be able to communicate enough to tell me that something not clicking for you is the part I don't understand. Why the fuck is you lashing out at me because you don't understand when all the fuck you got to do is say, can you explain that a little deeper? Can you explain what you're saying?
People don't want to sound stupid or look stupid.
You look
and it's
more
like,
stupid acting the fuck
and
out
it's like,
because
it's
you're
okay.
ignorant.
People don't want to be vulnerable. People don't want to, and it's like, it's okay to just say, hey, I don't understand where you're coming from. Like, it's nothing wrong, especially if you do that like, at least, like, the second time it was explained, like, all right, like, you explained it the same time twice, and this is why I'm not understanding, because I need, like, it explained a different way.
I'm famous for it, like, and that's how I say it, especially, like, at work. If you have an open door policy, I'm utilizing that policy, because what that allows me to do is to gain a deeper introspection into whatever it is that I'm dealing with, right? Like, why the fuck don't people ask questions? I get it. You don't want to look stupid, whatever. I don't know your plans.
Because it's not dumb. I don't understand.
How the fuck else am I supposed to
learn?
I'm
going to look dumb when I'm trying to do something, and then it's fucked up. It blows up in my face. Like, why didn't you ask?
Like, them niggas, like, now, you apply for a job with no basic knowledge of the job, and then get on the job and don't pay attention during training.
Now, I understand when people don't ask questions because they've asked questions in the past in those same environments, and people have made them feel uncomfortable. Now, that's when I understand. But you got to grow past that. Like, you have to get out of that, oh my gosh, somebody going to think I'm dumb, or they made me feel bad about it before, because I'm going to ask.
If you're going to chastise me for asking questions, I'm just going to stop asking you questions. I'm not going to stop asking questions. Let me go ask somebody else. Because you're not the only motherfucker that knows. No. And then don't get mad at me if I go above your head, or I go what people consider behind your back, and go talk to your superior, or go talk to your homeboy, and talk to your homegirl. Ain't nobody trying to fuck a flirt. I'm trying to get an answer. I always think that that's so weird that people will say, like, oh, I can't, the reason for me not getting any further in my journey, or the reason for me not doing things, is because I was met with so much pushback, and I was met with so many people telling me that I couldn't do, and blah, blah. It's like, all right, then go into a different room, move. That's the whole point of pivoting.
You let them stop.
Yes, fucking move. Not that I don't deal with the same people from when I first started my healing journey, but, like, a lot of the people that I met at certain points in my healing journey, I don't talk to anymore, because we've changed as people. It's no bad blood. You just change as people. Yeah. I don't think that shit is so weird. Like, you gonna stop your motherfucking, because you just don't understand. Okay, whatever.
So, speaking of those people that aren't in your life anymore, since you are big on building community, especially against women, what does a tribe of women really look like in this day and time? Like, that's kind of hard. I feel like.
I think that we've done a really great job of developing community, because I don't want to say, yes, we play to each other's strengths, but I always think about tribes like tribes, right? You got a motherfucking tribe that's good at building huts. He got about 3 or 4 niggas behind him. You got a woman that's the medicine woman. She got about 2-3 people running with her. So I think that what we've done in creating a tribe, and what I've done in, trying to build a community over on what I was doing, even when I had a podcast on my own, was, what are you good at? Yeah. And then I'm only going to talk to you about what you're good at until you bring up what you're not good at, and then we can work through that. But until then, I'm going to just treat you how you present yourself. So when building a community, I have a woman that comes to me and, like, she just don't know. I don't know my purpose. And I'm like, okay, the first thing I'm gonna ask you is, what are you good at? Yeah. And then once you tell me what you're good at, are we gonna pull from that? Let's try like 1 or 2 things, and then I want you to try 1 thing a week based in those 3 realms. What felt good? Okay, what didn't feel good? And then we work past that. But I always like to meet people in their strengths. Yeah. I like to meet people where there is no vulnerability, because there's no pushback in that. You come in confident. You come in with your head held high. So that's where I want to meet you, because that kind of sets the precedent for our relationship. Now, once you get angry the first time, or once you said or something around me, I make mental note of that too, right? Because nobody's perfect, nobody's strong all the fucking time, but I also need to know, how do you work under pressure? When there is somebody within this community that you don't agree with, when you come to me about it, you like, let me tell you about this stupid bald head bitch. All right, we not doing it. But you can come to me and say, like, let me tell you what, can we talk about what happened between me and Patrice? Can we talk about what happened between, me and Dane, and what happened? You can come to me with that. But what you're not gonna do is, you're not gonna come to me on no fuck shit like you got beef
straight up disrespectful.
Right. No, it's not beef. You had a miscommunication, or you can't. So I think that honestly is the biggest challenge with me when creating community, because sometimes the women that come to me, they see the ratchet side of me, and they just like, oh, I know I can talk to her. Yes, you can, but you gotta understand not you all the time. That where you're meeting me is at a ratchet, righteous place in my life. So while I understand why she a bald head ass bitch and why you don't like that edgeless bitch, I understand that. But you're not going to continue to have that amount exactly
in the mirror and you're not that you're also a bald-headed ass bitch.
But you're also not going to have that amount of animosity towards somebody that's supposed to be a member of a community that you want to be a part of.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that animosity is also making you a bald-headed ass bitch. Please get it together.
You know what? And sometimes it don't even really make you a bald-headed ass bitch. What it makes you is hurt. But the way that you act in that hurt really,
it comes off.
Yeah, it really sets the tone. Like
why are you angry, bro?
I like to see people not at their best.
Yeah,
because
vulnerable.
I won't even say vulnerable, because sometimes a motherfucker, like, in their anger, they don't be vulnerable at all. That motherfucker be swinging from every motherfucking which way. It's just like, are you antsy in your anger? Are you like anxious? Like, how do you come off? Because if that shit arises again, we resolution driven, after that. Yeah. So community is a very odd thing, especially when you're dealing with like inner city women who don't have mother figures, women who, have had problems in their sisterhood. Because those are the women that come to me like, oh, because I know that you deal with this type of problem, or, you talked about that on your page before. I've gone through the same thing. And it's like, all right, let's talk to me about it. But then they're like, yeah, so I punched that bitch in the head. And every time I see that bitch, I'm always punch in the head. And it's like, whoa.
It's worth it. I feel like, so I keep bringing up vulnerability because I feel like, yes, and I feel like it can also have like a negative connotation behind it, because people are just like, well, I'm weak when I'm vulnerable or something like that. And it's just like, you're not weak when you're vulnerable. I feel like when we think of vulnerable, you're thinking of like,
let me look at the definition of that.
Like when like a lion is going after its prey or something like that. Like the prey is usually vulnerable when that animal is able to catch it. No, it's you are in this state of you have no walls up.
So I'm trying to get you susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm, or in need of special care, support, or protection because of age, disability, or risk of abuse or neglect, or liable to higher penalties either by convention or through having one game toward a rubber. I don't know. Yeah. But
go back to that one sentence before that.
Yes, like needing to higher penalties.
Special. Needing the special care.
In need of special care, support, or protection because of age, disability, or risk of abuse or neglect.
That's kind of where I'm thinking of it. Okay. Like, how can I guess this is going into my people pleasing bag, but like in this moment when you are vulnerable or you have no walls up, how can I show up for you in that? Like when you feel like shit, like I have nothing here. Like what can I offer in this space? I feel like I don't belong here. How can I make you feel comfortable? How can I tend to you in this space? How can I nurture you in this space?
Unless you ask to be nurtured, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to stare at you and do that uncomfortable blinking thing until you say like, I need help. But
everybody's not going to ask.
Which is fine. So don't. I'm also not going to extend my services to everybody because some people get offended by that. Like, bitch, I don't need your help. True. But sometimes, bitch, I only know that because that's me.
I was about to say, are you coming from that space? Yes. Because that's
so that I treat people how I want to be treated. I don't want people. I don't need no nurturing. I really don't. A lot of the time, I might need a hug from but I'm gonna express that. If I don't say that I need help, don't help me. Just listen, and because I think it's my level of communication and me holding people to the same regard and my level of emotional intelligence sometimes is my downfall. Because if I need advice, I'll come to you and be like, friend, I need to talk and I need some advice after this. Yeah. But if I don't say out my mouth I need advice, that goes for anybody. Shut the fuck up. Just let the person get it out, Yeah. And I completely understand where people are coming from when people say like, how do I show up for this person? Some people don't need you to actually show up. They just need you to be there. Yeah. Like sometimes I be needing just a physical presence to be around me while I knock all this shit over. Yeah. Just make sure that don't nothing set fire. Yeah. Make sure no, chemicals get mixed. Just let me knock this shit over real quick. Cause sometimes you're just angry.
That's why our work meeting was really good because I do like. In the ADHD space, they call it body doubling. Yes. When someone is in that space and you're able to get a lot more shit done because you have somebody else there kind of doing the same thing. Like they're working on something. So you're able to pay attention. Yeah. Like that's that helped me. I am a person that doesn't know how to ask because my growing up, like the only emotional person like in my family was my dad. So like my sister and my mom, like I'm not asking them for no damn hug. Like when they tell me about their emotion, I'll be like, "You good, bro?" Like it's not vulnerable. It's never been that type of openness in those feminine spaces.
Got you.
So like I don't know how to ask, but I do be needing that shit. That's why I'm just like, how can I show up for somebody else?
Yeah. It's
even though like like because I do be wanting to nurture people like, oh, that person said, like, let me go.
Yeah, growing up, the women in my family, they so they don't give a fuck. You gotta say something. Like every woman in my family say the same thing. So what are you asking me? What are you telling me? Like you could say all the shit beforehand. The first thing they're gonna ask you before they respond is, would you like for me to respond? What are you asking me? My mother, it used to scare me as a child because it didn't matter if you was in fucking trouble. I could go to my mom and be like, "Mommy, and this happened and this." She goes, "Okay, Christian, well, what are you asking me? What are you saying to me?" And I'm like, "I need this, I need that." She's like, "Okay, that's what we can do." My dad's the same way. If I call my parents and I say, you know, somebody fucking with me, or I feel like my life is in danger, immediately they jump into it. But if I call my mom and I'm like, "Mommy, let me tell you what this bitch did at work," she's like, "So what are you telling me? What are you asking me? Do you need me to pull up, or are you just venting to me?" Right. And I think it's just been across the board. My brother is that way. My dad is that way. My mom is that way. The women in my family are that way. Growing up, I watched my family have a lot of siblings too. So like my great aunts and uncles, it was like 8 of them or 7 of them. Yeah. My great aunt and uncle, there's 7 of them. So they a community of people within their own right. So they know each other well enough to know, like, oh, that's just Bucky being Bucky. That's just Michelle being Michelle. That's just Nancy being Nancy. But they also know, like, all right, this is Bucky's cry for help. This is Nancy's cry for help. So I don't know that feeling of let me show up for people how I think I should show up for people. It's like until I know you got to tell me how to show up for you. True. Because if I show up for you, I'm going to show up the way I think that I should show up for that person, and I could be wrong. Yeah. So now I'm showing up incorrectly. Yeah. Like we haven't been close for long, but I know you well enough to know, like, if you call me with some shit, or you call me and you feeling a certain type of way, the first thing I'm gonna say is, "Friend, we need to have this conversation in person. Do you need me to come get you? Like, what do you need from me?" But I also know sometimes when you call me and you got that tone in your voice, meet me at the studio. Or just come over here. Yeah. Or if you say, like, "Hey, friend, it's Friday, cool." Yes, Friday is fine. You wouldn't be asking me if you did not need Friday. Yeah. You got to know your people. And when you don't know people, you just got to, for me, I'm going to ask. Yeah. Especially when I don't fucking know you. Crackhead on the street, "Oh, I'm hungry." You need money or you need food? Like, be specific. Because I'm going to show up for you the way that I think I should show up for you. Yeah. And there have been so many times in my life, I was a very assumptive person as a child, right? Because I'm very empathetic. So I think based off of your energy, this is how I should approach situations. And I've been dead the fuck wrong. Yeah. And not only did the person not receive what they needed, I got hurt because now that person felt a certain type of way about me showing up for them the way I showed up. So I've actually dialed back a lot. Like I have a stepsister. I don't call my siblings my step anything, but I have a stepsister, and I remember she got into an altercation one time where some niggas took her phone. I'm gonna go. You took my sister's phone, bitch. I'll fight all 6 of you niggas. It's not a problem. She's not a aggressive person. Yeah. She like, fuck that phone. No, it's not that they took your phone. It's the fact that they took your phone and ran off on you. Like, no, fuck that. So we're going back down to school, and no matter what the fuck happens after this, I'm on all these niggas' heads. That's it. That's all. And we got beef until your phone comes back. Yeah. But she's not like that. I didn't need to show up like that because now she's scared. Now she's anxious. Now she's going through something. Yeah. I made it worse. Yeah. So I'm not my son, mommy, such as I'll fuck all these kids up on this playground. No, mommy, I just would rather leave. No, fuck that. You on the swing? Fuck this. I'll knock this little motherfucker over and slap his mother. Sometimes you don't have to do that, you know? Yeah. Like my partner, go through shit at work. I'm like, "You want me to call up your job?" Like, I'm always defensive of people. Yeah. So I have to stop that because they not, look, Christian, you don't have to knock nothing over. Yeah. Chill the fuck. Don't set nothing on fire. Why? That's my route to go. I'm defensive about people, especially when I care about you. So I always have to ask people, how do you want me to show up? Because if I show up, I'm just like, I lie to you not. That's one thing that I got from my mother and my father. If I show the fuck up, it's because you want to take some shit down. You trying to tear some shit up if you call me. And everybody will tell you that. Do not call Chakras over here. Do not call Christian over here. Because once she open up her mouth and say whatever fuck she gonna say, or once this furniture start fucking moving, you just gotta let that shit happen. Yeah. So I just be telling people, don't act unless you tell me what you need.
I've realized that, like, as of late, like this week, it was just like when you were telling me, like, what was going on in your head. I was just like, then tell him. And you were like, oh, all right then. Right. Like the long ass paragraph thing. You was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Like it's all things go right now.
Yeah, it's because I don't like to assume, right? One of the 4 agreements is never make assumptions. Yeah. And a lot of my anxiety in life comes from assuming. So I had to really go through some character building of putting the guard down and being vulnerable to say, like, I gotta be okay with being ignorant. Like, even now, with finding a mentor, because I want to go into entrepreneurship, I don't know shit about being an entrepreneur. I'm trying. Yeah. But I don't know shit about it. So the vulnerability that I have on phone calls, I be crying and shit. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I don't fucking know nothing. I owe the IRS, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck? And all my mentor, everybody's just like, Christian, just comes with the territory. Yeah. It's not like you don't have the money. The bread right there. So, like, just, I get why you feel the way that you do. Yeah. But, girl, you're fine. So you just like a lot of it. I just
need that.
Yeah, I just be coming up off the assumptions.
Reassuring you. Like,
yes, I need reassurance in life. I need my human design as a projector. If I'm not invited into spaces, if I'm not reassured on shit, my mind will start racing, and I'll act off of my mind. Like I would be the perfect impulsive like serial killer. I'd just be wilding out. Like I just assume everybody want to hurt me, so I'm gonna just hurt everybody else. I would be the perfect schizophrenic. Like if the people really started roaring in my head, I'm gonna run with it. It's not good. It's not good. It's not. But I know myself well enough to know, keep that in the tuck, keep that regulated, work on healing that. Cause I'm not gonna be fully healed from this shit. I'm gonna take that shit with me till the day I die. But that's my healing.
Well, I feel like that's one thing that I've learned about you as of late is that you need reassurance. Cause I did not know that.
Yeah, I
thought that was just me.
No, I need reassurance. I ask my boyfriend every day when my fiance.
But I guess I could assuming, but I guess I could have picked up off of that because when we talk about things, you're like, well, is this good? Like, is this okay? Like, I don't want to overextend.
Because I have the tendency to do that. I didn't realize how aggressive my energy comes off until people started saying, like, your energy, what about it? Like, what? Not like what you're trying to say, but it was almost like, because I think it also might be from being from Baltimore. This? You automatically assume everybody will go. So when people like, it's just your energy. Fuck is you trying to say? Like, my energy stink or something? Like, what you saying? But it's always like, no, it's just like an essence or aura about you. What is it though? Because like, you want to fight me or you want to give me a hug? What is it that you want to do? So I try to lead with being like, my energy is good. Everything is great. Yeah. But I also ask people like, you good? We good? What's happening? Everybody good? So that's why, like, even when we was in North Carolina, I'm walking around asking people, you good? You need some water? Like, what y'all doing? Yeah. That's the mother in me. Yeah. That's the but I've always been like this. Before I even had a fucking kid, is y'all niggas good? You could be in a sex party. Everybody good? Anybody need some condoms? Like, what y'all doing? You know? I just want to make sure everybody is good and safe. It just comes off, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it could be a little much.
I feel like I do that, but in a subtle way.
Yes. You're very like...
I'm observing.
Yes, everything looks good.
When something goes wrong, like in Charlotte, I was just like, I do not see my friend. Mm-hmm. I do not see my other friend. Yeah. Where these niggas at? There you go. Right. Where these niggas at? Let me go look for Let me scope the scenery out. Yeah. I feel like I need a Red Bull. You need a Red Bull too. Yep. I'm going to go get some Red Bull. Like, it was just like I'm just going to do this. Yeah. That's why I was just like, when it comes to that community and like, is this what you need? Like, that's kind of why it's kind of like when people don't know how to communicate. Yeah. How do you?
I just ask. And then I don't.
So somebody has to be a good communicator in the.
You don't even have to be a good communicator. You just have to have critical thinking skills. So like, if I see something going down, I'm like, yo, what's up? Oh, such. Okay, what are you saying? It's such. I get that. I heard that part the first time, but what did you say? Need? Right. So then when they be like, blah 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 blah. Okay, how do we resolve this so that you're no longer feeling what you're feeling? Yeah. Like, you got to get real remedial with motherfuckers who don't communicate well. My fiance was not a good communicator when we first started dating. Like, he would get angry and pull the fuck, like, what sense did this make? You in the house drinking. Mm-hmm. You angry. We get in an argument, because we used to argue a lot. Get in a motherfucking argument, and your first thought is, let me get behind the wheel and speed the fuck off and go for a drive. You drunk bitch. Like, stay home. Why would you do that? So, conversations that we would have to have after the fact, right? Because again, like you said, one of us has to communicate effectively. I just chose to be the bigger person and be like, hey, this not healthy, but also this is not healthy specifically for you. Yeah. So what can I do when we get into arguments to the point where you don't have to leave? That, yeah. Because I'm okay. Because I'm standing there looking at you. When you storm the fuck out, I'm standing staring at the door like, well, like, did my anxiety get the race? Oh my God, I hope you don't get into an accident. I hope you don't do this. I hope you don't do that. But I'm not going to call you. That's not going to make the situation any better. But if I can prevent you from leaving the house, do I need to leave? And some people will say, oh, well, that's you submitting. That's you being subject. You don't always have to be the person who wins. Yeah. You know, metaphorically. It doesn't always have to be. That's the whole point of compromise. Yeah. So, and that's especially not just in relationships. Yeah, but I think that's why. In all. That's what I'm saying. Ships. That's why I'm like, best friends make really good partners. Yeah. Because you communicate. When you feel vulnerable, again, when you're very vulnerable with a person, it allows you to say certain shit that you probably wouldn't say before. Not in the way that you would say it. Like in friendships that don't really mean shit, it's like
you still got your guard up.
Yeah, but when it's your best friend, you be like, bitch, if you don't get my sweater back, or like, bitch, why would you? Like, you really gonna eat my French fries? So like, it's that, you know? Or it's like, where you want to eat it? I don't know, bitch. You better pick somewhere. Like, you better do something. But I don't know, cause the last time I picked somewhere, and then remember you ain't like the sausage there. That time it's like, okay, but their menu is bigger. So if you want to go back there, we can go back there, and I'll just try something different. Yeah, but what if you see the sausage again? It's like, okay, but you know,
you triggered,
right? So it's
like overthinking. But like in friendship,
I just find that they communicate better. When you're best friends, I just find that you communicate better. Even with men, the way that I watch my fiance communicate with his homeboys versus him communicating with like his childhood friends is way different. Yeah. When one of his childhood friends got shot, motherfucker got shot, he didn't go up the hospital and was like, oh, you know, I'm looking for my friend, blah, blah, blah. When he went around, he was like, bro, I'm good. You know, bro, I'm glad you good. He walked in and like, what the fuck was you doing to the point where niggas wanted to shoot you? Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? That's how you talk to your best friend. In my opinion, that's the level. Because, like, nigga, if I had lost you, like, that's what he told him. He said, nigga, if you had died, like, what the fuck? No. And I appreciate those conversations compared to, like, yo, I thought you was a fucking girl. I'm just crying. Like, no. I love to see two best friends interact. You ever see two old women communicate and you know they've been friends for like 60 years? The way that they talk to one another is crazy.
Be like, you dumb bitch, basically.
The way they talk is...
Even if they don't cuss, they be like, you were really stupid.
Well, say shit like, how did you forget the bingo markers at the house, Ethel? You know every week for 25 years.
Like that video when it's just like, let me... plates and then they clink the plates. You're like, bitch, if you don't take these damn potatoes,
I thought we was toasting the plates.
Take these.
I love to see best friends in there, and you can tell when two people are best friends or when they're close friends versus like two people who probably just met or you know trying to get to know each other the first time. I think even the first time we hung out, it was like awkward for a second, but I think after like the second or third time, it's like, oh, I can be weird around her. Like, this is fine. I can do my little dances and you know make my music, make my sounds, and do all the stupid shit. When we were redoing the studio, being in here for hours and days at a fucking time, we was in here going crazy. The paint fumes and everything the fuck out. So we was in here, sound effects, all kinds of shit. And you even said it at that point. You were like, okay, I didn't know that you were this weird. Like, I knew you were weird, but I didn't know you was this weird.
Like, I didn't know you was on my, like, low-key level of weird. Yes. I like it. Have you seen that video when... Did I send you the video when the girls were just like, when you've reached a new point of your friendship, and she was just like, I like it. And she was just like, we not at that point, but I like it too. And then they just like go with it like,
I just feel like you need a best friend in life. You need, because you can get married, you can do all that shit. Yeah. There's nothing like a best friend. Yeah. That is the type of people
somebody that you can be your true self with. Not the vulnerability, your true self. Like, if you a nigga at heart, you can be a nigga around your friend. Like, just...
I remember when my childhood friend, like my childhood best friend, I don't remember if like it was like a razor bump or something, but this is when I knew that we was really fucking
she was
close.
Like, look at this.
She was like, bitch, it's a bump on my coochie. And I was like, bitch, what? She was like, bitch, it's a bump on my coochie. And I was like, well, bitch, call the doctor. She said, no, bitch, like, come over here and look at the bump. And I was like, all right, we've been friends since we were 17. I feel like like I could come over there and look at it. So now I looked at it, I was like, bitch, it's an ingrown hair. She was like, well, bitch, how was I supposed to know that? And I was like,
right, like I'm up here. You can see it.
She was like, but like, is it infected? I was like, bitch, I don't know what an infected ingrown hair look like. It just looked like a bump, bitch. But that's when I knew that we were locked the fuck in. Like, this bitch not going nowhere.
You can be dumb around you.
Yeah. When she called me and say shit like, when I ain't gotta put the air fryer on. Like, that's when I'm like, right.
When I don't gotta be smart around you.
When I don't have to be smart around you. When I can literally be the dumbest of the fucking dumb. Because I've said shit around you where you just like, you friend.
Like, you
friend, you know you smart.
You need some water.
Yeah. Especially when we high.
You dehydrated. Like, you dehydrated.
When it comes to these fucking mic stands, you be like, friend, do you need help? It's always. Because shit be just.
I'd be like, the oxygen is not making it to your brain.
When I start yawning and shit for a bunch of times, or I start itching and shit, I'm sleepy, I'm ready to go home. It's just like, friend, we should just call it a day. Because I be trying to power through and push through shit. You like, maybe we should stop. Maybe we should do something else. I'm telling you, best friends make the best partners. If women only could date women, they would be in the most loving relationships with their best friends.
Some of them that's the ones where you're not friends. Like, you kind of... Y'all were like U-Haul lesbians. Y'all kind of move pretty fast. Yeah. So, like, you don't... When this bitch is dumb, you be like, oh, my gosh, you're a dumb bitch. Like, you judgy. So, like, yeah. Because I was about to be like, those be toxic, but no. Mm-mm. No.
Sometimes it works. Yeah. Sometimes. Oftentimes, it just spark arguments. But sometimes it really does help to be like, oh, she's stupid.
When you can have a healthy argument.
Yes.
And it's not even an argument. It's a healthy discussion.
Yeah.
It might get a little heated because you're both at a point of, like, misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And nobody likes to be misunderstood.
No.
But when you're at that point of, like, I do not understand and I want to understand you, like, I'm not even upset. Like, I'm just trying to get to know where you're coming from with this. Yes.
That's the best part of an argument, when one person is yelling, they're like, I'm just trying to fucking understand. And then it click, and you like...
Yeah, your heart be like, oh.
You be like, you're right, I'm not talking correctly. I am talking in circles, actually. I'm also talking like a rhombus. If you think about it, I'm trying to get you over here.
I'm trying to get like swoop. And it's like, swoop.
Right, like... That's how I be for real. I'm telling you, if you don't have a best friend, get you a best friend. I don't know.
Even at this age.
At this ripe ass age.
Like, when I shared that picture of us on my story, I was just like, I didn't think that I would have a friendship like this. No. This feels great. Like, I've had friendships, like, I've had a few friendships at this, like, growing up, like, since 25, and I'm just like, this don't feel right. Like, why do I feel like I'm being judged? Why do I feel like, and in this, I've never felt judged. Like, and it's like, I didn't even know how to communicate it in those friendships. But here, I'm just like, if I have ever felt judged, I feel like I can be like, why you say it like that, though?
Yeah. like, why you so loud?
Like, why you being intense?
Yes.
I don't like it. Like, why you being like that? Like, and it's like, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, she's going to get upset about me saying this, or she's going to be like intense.
You know, I am an intense person, so I be needing people to be like, that was intense. I can be like, it was. I'm sorry. I did not intend for
like,
that.
You good, friend? Because you was a little loud.
That'd be me. 99.99% of the time. I'm working on it.
It's okay.
I'm not working on it. I've just embraced it at this fucking point.
If somebody don't like it, there's 100 other people that do behind it. For one person that don't like it, there's 100 over here that be like, I like it.
So, You ready to get into these topics?
Yes. What happened to you this week, friend?
All right, so listen. All right. I got rejected from a job, right? The job said they didn't want me. It's not even that they said they didn't want me. The email said that although I fit the what did they call the culture of the company really well, that they could not offer me the job. Now, this is why I'm upset. Not because I didn't get the job. Why was I in there talking with y'all for 2 fucking hours? Only for, like, y'all could have sent me a little constellation gift. You could have sent me a little sweatshirt or something from the company. Because I just feel like that was 2 hours of my motherfucking day. I could have been doing something else.
They could be like, okay, apply for this position because you'll fit this better.
He even said, like, he was going to keep my resume on file. So I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Don't. Because now I'm upset. Because if I got to do an interview for that, and it's just as long again, y'all are wasting my time.
I left out that motherfucking interview throat dry as hell.
Send them an invoice.
Fucking dry. I'm like, my mother said the same thing. My mom was like, you should send those people an invoice for wasting your fucking time. She was like, because you was really in there, like, you was giving it to
them. A job interview is not only for the people that are interviewing you, you're interviewing them.
Yeah, and they was answering my questions just fine. I'm like, oh, I'm really going to fuck with these people. And there's no bad blood against the company. I would never speak ill against the company. I actually think what the company does is amazing. I think that the culture of the company is great. And I think that what they do overall is actually indirect reflection of, like, because you know how people...
What you stand for.
Yeah, but you also know how people falsify shit. You get a job interview, they start talking crazy, and then you get in the job, and you like, y'all niggas lying. Yeah. I feel like it is genuine across the board. Yeah. I just think that when we were talking about it, I just don't think that I'm meant to work another job. Yeah. I think that God is going to continue to deny me of everything until I just understand, like, bitch, it's because you're supposed to have another job. My fiance even said, babe, the reason why you didn't get that job is because people get intimidated by your level of intelligence. They think that you getting ready to come in and want to take over or want to do too fucking much.
They like, she finna take my job when she comes in. But it's like,
well, I don't even want your motherfucking job. I want me a little job in the corner. I'm only working a job for the insurance portion of it. It ain't even really the money for real. I just need the insurance. I need to make sure me and my kid good.
Issue. They might be like, damn, like, she ain't gonna stay around that long.
I think that was another thing too, where they was just like, this bitch get ready to go be the next motherfucking, Ayala Van Zandt or some shit. This bitch is not gonna give it 6 months. She gonna be like, she gone. That's how he made.
And that's okay.
That's how he assisted me in seeing it. Because at first I was like, these motherfuckers. I went and got a drink and everything. I was like, these motherfuckers wasting my fucking time. But he was like, no, just let it be a lesson. Like, rock out with where you at for a moment. Yeah. He was like, y'all get ready to make a bunch of motherfucking money anyway, so you cool. You cool.
So,
yeah, fuck them.
with God knocking that out the way, like, stop fucking applying for these goddamn jobs. I know you hate your job right now, but like, that's not where you're supposed to be. Do you feel like that's your step one? Like, this was your, like, smack in the face, like, you trying to make steps, and this was like somebody tripping you, like, this is your step, like, chill the fuck out, please. So, like, what happens after that?
I'm terrified. I don't know. I'm scared. And I told my fiance that. I said, I'm very scared of entrepreneurship. I'm not intimidated by it. I'm scared. And it's because
what does it bring?
I'm very anxious. I'm an anxious person. I'm working on healing that, but I'm a very anxious person. I'm trying to plan for everything. Yeah. You can never do that. You cannot plan for anything. I'm only 30 years old. So a lot of the shit that I'm anxious about, it's like, girl, exactly. So.
But I get it. Because I'd be anxious too. I'd be like, how am I supposed to do all this?
I can't even really say that this is a step for me. It feels more like a hurdle. It really feels something more like I just need to get over this in order to get to where I'm going. Yeah. And I'm thankful that this happened the way that it did, because we had just talked the day before about going to the big Pod Nation thing, and I'm like, this job is going to get in the way of schedules and things of that nature when I already have a pretty decent rapport with the company that I work for, where taking 2 or 3 days off, they're just like, whatever you need, like, fuck it. So I think that this is a way of ordering my steps. If this is my step one, this is a great step, but I'm terrified for the rest of the steps. I really don't fucking know
what's going on.
I have no idea. I don't know. Every day we come in here and record, we know that we have steps past this, right? Post, whatever the case may be, promote. But you literally have to wait for the email back. You know? Like, you can send an email, but you got to wait for the email back. You have to wait for the person to say, like, yes, we'll sponsor this. You have to wait for the person to be like, yeah, I'm going to sign a check.
Like, sure, yeah.
It's not guaranteed. It's your responsibility to get the guarantee. I'm very good at getting the guarantee. I get what I want out of life. That's it. So that's why I'm not intimidated by it. But I have a lot of fear behind this, because I also don't want to work with anybody who's not integral. I don't want to work with people who aren't authentic. I don't want to work, and it's very difficult to gauge in this day and time because people are very good at holding up a facade. I do not want to get to the point where it's millions of dollars in my bank account and now I got to go before a court and explain my motherfucking fun. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm afraid of what this does to me. That's one thing that I'm really, and I know that it's not going to change me negatively, but it's going to change me. It changes a person. So I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for the discipline that comes with abundance. So my steps do look a little different. To be honest with you, my steps not even in the business. I'm not even scared. The fear comes in, bitch, when $1 million do hit in a couple weeks, right? Because I'm claiming that. When $1 million do hit in a couple weeks, what the fuck you getting ready to do? What you finna do? Because now your steps can move, like, because it was a resource thing at first. Yeah. Now your steps is, bitch, what you about to do? So it's not, I don't know my step. I'm on step one. Fuck a step. Like, I'm on the step. I don't know what happens after this. And I'm scared of that. And I have no problem with saying that outright and admitting that I don't know what comes after this. And if a motherfucker can help me, I'm right the fuck in. You tell me how you managing your motherfucking millions. Who you talk to? Who your CPA? Your motherfucking accountant. Get the motherfucker on the phone, okay?
I think that's a thing though. Like, you know, like there will have to be other people involved.
Oh, for sure.
In helping you manage that. Because like, nigga, well, again, we've never really had, either of us have that point in our lives where we're like pinching pennies, like at least growing up. We don't have a lack mindset. We be like
pinching dollars.
Right. And it's like, we don't have a lack mindset in anything. And that might be detrimental to us. Because it's just like, damn, now I got.
You get me.
I ain't got to really Amazon check out right now.
To do all of that. It's the ability to wake up in the morning and just to go.
Yes.
What
are you going to do with all that freedom?
Because I am so used to being disciplined in time based on a schedule that has been set by somebody else. Do I have a say in my schedule? Yes. But it's not the level of freedom that I am manifesting that's becoming a thing. So now that God is like, bitch, I literally have cleared the way for you. I've cleared the fucking way. All you got to do is keep going. I'm like, all right, God, but I'm on my way. And like, it's coming sooner than later. Do I have the discipline? You know, do I have the financial understanding? Do I have a team of people behind me? Am I moving and grooving the way that I'm supposed to? And God just like, I don't, just go, right? Just keep fucking going. Like,
because some of those things are going to come along the way. They're not going to be here right now. Like, niggas can't even, like, fucking pay for a team right now. Like, what the fuck we need a team for? We are our team. In a sense, we
have a team of people. If you think about it, between me, you, Angie, George, Joel, like, in general, we got the studio, we have the equipment, we have a venue if we need to host events, we have producers behind us, we got chauffeurs, we got a nigga who can do shit with the fucking, with an automobile. Like, we have nothing, excuse me, to worry about. We got the kid, like, we need some cute photos, like, we got it. We got somebody to retwist hair. We got somebody to do hair. We got makeup artists. Like, we got motherfucking tech. Like, we got it. We have it. It's really the mindset that gets in the way a lot of the time. So I'm gonna be real with you. That's what I'm afraid of. Fuck a step.
Yeah.
Fuck the next step. The next step is we just keep fucking rocking. I'm just scared of this going forward. Cause I don't know what's over there. Who all over there? Fuck is they doing?
The money.
Yeah. What is they doing over there though? What's the money doing? Is it smoking crack? Like,
I'm not at a P. Diddy party. I know that damn much. I'm not going.
Nah. But can I be real with you? I don't want to be that known. I don't want to be invited to a Diddy party.
So we literally gonna be on our Iola Van Zant shit.
No, I don't want to go to her either. I don't want to go to her either.
No, I'm saying, like, I feel like she was like in the face of everybody and then like
kind of
retracted back. Yeah, you know, and I feel like we're her dialed back version of her. That's how far we can get. We'll be known, but it's just like, them bitches be in the corner though. Like, they be in the cut. Like, let me see what they doing. And this is interesting to me.
The same way we pop out every now and then.
Yes, that's the
same. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't need a flashy car. We can keep driving the shit that we got.
I'm gonna drive this motherfucker to the fucking wheels for that shit got almost 60,000 miles.
I do want a Jeep Renegade, but that's farther down the line when I like have a house.
I'm just trying to put some tints on my fucking car. That's all. I just want to put.
When I get my land and stuff, then I'll have a Jeep because that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to off road some shit. Like, that makes sense. Let me head.
We start growing bud and shit. Cause that's
when I get my barn dominium.
Cause I did see that video.
Yes.
I'm not against that either.
I think that makes sense for me.
I think it makes sense.
I saw the word barn dominium in the comments. I was like, I'm sticking with it. That blew up in my face real quick. Yep.
Speaking of barns, right? Christians. Because they be living on farms and shit. When I think about Christians, right, I think about the diehard Christians. I think one cult, but I think Utah. I think Iowa. I think farmland. Like, that's what I think. The diehard Christians. Where the fuck are all these Christians coming from? Now,
on social media and stuff.
No shade to y'all, right? Yeah. I grew up Methodist. It's
you
the
knew
amount,
what I grew up as.
It's the amount of fucking people.
I don't like that you're trying to shove this shit in my face on social media. Like, that's where I go to get away from it. Because I'm going to see it regardless. It's in commercials, too.
It's also the ones where it's like, I threw out all my hoochie mama clothes and I chose God. I did this and I chose God. I did this and I chose...
Did he tell you to do that? If he told you to do that, then great.
And they like, I'm just so humbled by Jesus. And I'm like...
If you're humble... You don't have to tell everybody about it.
Not even just that.
Bothers me a little bit.
I'm just, if we being candid, why the fuck are you being humbled by the Holy Spirit? God,
what was you doing?
You feel me?
You was out here sniffing crack off of dicks.
If you, well,
Coke, my bad, Coke, because it's a difference.
But it's like, how deep into a detriment was your life where you was like, let me go find God real quick. But God, if you read the Bible, because I'm one of those people who like I said, I grew up Methodist. I have family members who have degrees in theology. Mm-hmm. If you read the Bible in its context, it's one book about one man mm-hmm. and his effect on all these different people.
Yeah.
He was jealous. Right?
A jealous God.
He was a jealous God. Nobody could be before him. Nobody could be worshipped as big as...
He got angry a bunch of times and took a lot of people's lives.
Is this the motherfucker who I really want to put my trust in? Because the minute I don't do anything based on what he deems, you feel me, right? Fuck what I think is right? Because in Christianity, you don't really have an identity. So that's the difference in my spirituality versus my heavy religion. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be so far into religion that I lose sight of myself. I do have a relationship with God. Maybe not the God that y'all worship, because I truly believe that my God is a woman. I'm talking about like a big, busty, beautiful woman, right? She don't play about her either, but she don't play about me.
Yeah,
not in the sense
about
of
her children,
but she not getting ready to wipe out civilization.
Like,
and people.
Okay, you made a mistake. You're not perfect.
Exactly.
I get it, but fix it though.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm giving you time to fix this.
And I'm not going to have to wipe out a bunch of people around you because of your one mistake. Right. I don't have to humble all these people around you because you want to be great. I'm going to surround you by other people that are great. I'm going to surround you by like-minded individuals. Yeah. But these like-minded individuals are not going to pass judgment when you're not in a direct reflection of who they are, right? There has to be some type of individuality amongst people, and I feel like Christianity, in that you lose your individualism. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm one of those. I'm very down to learn, but I've even asked the people of my family, like again, the people with degrees in theology, explain this to me. And when they explain it, I'm just like,
I still don't. I'm
like, so what you're saying is, in layman's terms, yes, but religiously speaking, no. I don't want to speak from the language of religion. I need you to speak to me realistically, because this is what I'm putting my faith in.
Right.
So when I see this type of stuff and I see these people like, you should go to God and you should do this and you should go to church and you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Why?
I don't like the ones that turn around real quick and be like, you're going to hell.
Why?
That's judgment.
Yeah.
And if you're really a Christian, you're not supposed to do that. So how come when you do shit, it's okay, but when I do it,
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck them.
When you use the Bible as,
you're okay with doing your fucked up shit, but when everybody else in the world is doing their own thing, oh my God, you're not serving God on your terms, bro.
And that's why I can't fuck with it.
I don't like it
because it's only justifiable based on the following. So because you didn't do this, and this, that's why I can't fuck with you. Okay, but you're not doing this, and this.
Or
so what makes you any better?
They're not doing this, and this in the public eye. Because you're still doing the shit. Because that's a lot of the things that I have come to find out about people in my like.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, as an adult, I'm finding all these things out and I'm putting two and two together. And I'm just like, but y'all got a nerve to judge me for what I'm doing, bro? Like, my mom is always just like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Because there's a lot of things that people aren't trying to say or out themselves about. And even they were trying to make sure that you didn't, come to terms with what you were going through. And it's going to be a problem. If how they feel life is supposed to be like is going to be like, it's going to be a problem.
Because eventually you're going to have to answer for it no matter what.
And I answered for what the fuck I was doing, and I answered for it on the regular.
You answered for it to those people.
Yes.
God never said that it was a problem. That's the thing that be throwing me off. God
I
did
answered
not
to
punish
him too. I was just like, I know what I did was fucked up.
God did not punish you based on seeking. God did not punish you by the judgment of others.
True.
Your punishment came in your consequence. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's why I be telling people like, because what it say, he who was without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah.
All y'all need to put y'all motherfucking rocks down. Everybody put the fucking stones down. Because all y'all hypocrites.
So many people that have come to where they are in the religious stances have been doing fucked up shit before.
And still doing it, but now they justify it. The fucking pastor, and I know y'all saw the video. If y'all didn't see the video, it's probably still on the internet somewhere. That pastor, what was it, in Alabama, Memphis, some shit like that? His mistress came up to church and called the motherfucker out in front of his wife. The motherfucker, the police came and everything, escorted her out. The very next Sunday, that motherfucker got back up there in that motherfucking pulpit to try to justify his actions. Then his wife got up there and supported him, and then basically justified his adultering and the fact that God says to forgive, so she gonna work it out with her husband. I be damned.
That's like Derrick Jackson and his wife. Now
and
they getting divorced. Now they getting divorced.
So
you can only deal with things but for so long.
I fuck with y'all. I see y'all, but I can't agree with y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do not try to convert me back to Christianity. It don't work for me. As a person named Christian, right? Till this day.
I feel like y'all the main niggas that's like, it doesn't make sense.
We know better. I'm telling
y'all
you,
are giving
everybody
that,
who
y'all
I know,
are giving that like little veil, like,
we know better.
That don't work.
We be like, let you in a little secret. That shit a lie.
Even when I decided to go back, like, as a teenager, becoming an adult, and I'm just like, something is missing, and I felt like that's what was missing. It's just like, it kind of like, it was like a 4-year of like, oh yeah, that's not what
that doesn't
missing.
Work for me.
Like, I have a relationship with God, but like, I don't want it to be like how y'all have it. Yes. Like, this is not right. And I'm still trying to figure out what that is.
But I don't like it on y'all standard. Because it still looks like you suffered. When I see the way that y'all go about shit, you still look miserable as shit. I don't want that.
And I told my mom that. I'm like, I'm living for everybody else in
Instead
that.
Of
and when do
myself,
I have time to
I won't do it.
Think about me? Like, I have to be good in order to do for others.
I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first.
You gotta think about your mental health before you try to get other people to learn about somebody.
That's why I'm just like, I wish that people were just more, and I mean, I guess they are if you think about it, but it's always just kind of like calling them out in church. I appreciate the sermons where it's just like, and this person does this and this person does that, and they're like, but God. And it's like, okay, but God. But what about that motherfucker right there? Because, like, what if it doesn't come out that way, you know? And he was an adultering man, and he had all these women, and he but God saw him through. It's like, okay, but he still fucking hoes. So what you saying? What is you saying? Like, I literally saw this man out last week with a new bitch. So what is you saying?
He chilled for like a month.
So that y'all would take the pressure off of him. Somebody posted, I think on Facebook, and was like, he was an adulterer or something like that, and he was like, his mistress was going to go in front of the church. That seems to be a running fucking theme, that he was going to go, she was going to go in front of the church. He was like, what do I do? Like, really asking for advice. And I told him, I said, you go in there, you tell him you possessed by a sex demon, and that you need to be prayed for. I bet you all that shit go away. And just stop what you're doing for like 60 days. They'll forget about it, and you can go right back to thugging. I don't recommend you go back to doing that shit. But if that's what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. Because they are so easily persuaded by the fact that if you just say, oh, it's the devil, oh, it's Satan, it's justifiable for them. As long as they can justify some fuck shit, they will do it.
I was tempted by the devil.
And it's a verse in the Bible for everything. From Genesis to Revelations, it's a verse in the Bible for every fucking thing. If you Google, I'm telling you, Google anything. You can Google murder. You can Google homosexuality. Everything that the people find a sin, there's a fucking verse to justify it. But you can also turn around and in that same right, justify your reasoning for thinking that shit is okay, because there's another verse in the Bible to justify your hypocrisy. That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense to me. It's the best book of stories. It's the best book of drama that you will ever read in your fucking life. I'm talking brothers murdering brothers, the fucking sleep with their mother. I'm talking about a bitch eating an apple from a snake. I'm talking about the motherfuckers thrown into a lion's den. Motherfucker fought a whole fucking giant and won. Like, it's stories in that bitch.
Say, your son saved you, but you got upset at one because he saw your genitals, and then you cursed his whole family, and those supposed to be black people.
It's so complex. Like, the fuck is going on? That's why I can't fuck with it. I see the commercials. I see all of it. I don't want no parts of it.
It's crazy when they're like, but I'm okay in my hypocrisy because I was chosen by God.
How? What made him choose you? What made you so special?
I feel like if you were chosen by God, do you think that he might be like actually trying to like humiliate you? Like maybe you're supposed to be the butt of the joke. Like, don't do what these niggas doing. Like, I'm putting you at the forefront because you really are shitty.
I'm just saying.
So I want everybody to come up and be like, damn, this nigga. I want people to have some type of common sense up here, like that nigga don't be doing right.
But you notice that most people who act in violence based off of religion, I had to murder my brother because God told me to. It's a way to justify all that shit. It's a way to justify it. With it. That's why I say I see y'all. I respect what y'all doing, but please don't come the fuck over here. You cannot recruit me. I cannot be manipulated. Okay, I can't do it.
You trying to manipulate me because I can't be manipulated.
I can't be manipulated. Okay, leave me the fuck out of it. I'll go to church every now and then. I do like church. I love hymnals. I love black church. So let me be specific.
I was about to say because I don't know what.
I love me a Methodist showdown, a Baptist showdown, a Pentecostal motherfucking show. When you got the choir up there choiring, when you got the motherfucker on the drums getting that shit.
You know what I'd rather see?
It's the energy.
You know what I'd rather see? What? At HBCU band because it's the same thing.
It is.
I'm gonna go support my HBCU.
You see what I'm saying? So if
with the dances.
The concert every Sunday, I'm gonna just go rock with them a little bit. I do like to go back to my family church. There's a lot of lineage there. Every time I walk into the room, every time I walk into the building, it does feel like a hug from like the people that have passed on. However, at the same token, you will not get me in that bitch every Sunday. It won't happen.
I don't know why.
This has been another episode of Jaded and Evolving.
I'm not slanderous, but the whole ties thing is what gets me.
Oh, yeah, because where's my money going?
I be like, I got all these bills, and you mean to tell me God don't understand that I gotta pay these bills before I give him his money? A happy giver.
Go to the church and
is the giver that
after you've been tithing your entire fucking life that you need money for a bill. I bet you they won't give it to you. There are very few churches that will say, "I will help you financially." They will
Y'all are supposed to help the community,
but won't.
Y'all supposed to do community service. There's supposed to be a separation between church and state, but yeah, y'all get the funds first. But y'all ain't helping not a damn body, but yourself.
That be the same.
Talking about some damn the pastor coming up like, well, I'm not working no more, so
because his make sure you're out front. But meanwhile, your lights getting ready to get cut the fuck off, and they telling you that there ain't nothing that they can do about it. I don't like that. I see y'all. I fuck with y'all.
I don't fuck with it.
But I don't fuck with what y'all doing. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Y'all are still human beings, so yes, I do fuck with y'all.
Nobody is without fault. It's just the way that y'all going about that shit is just kind of awkward.
It's not cool.
Stop.
I don't like it.
Y'all your own little cult. Talk to y'all people. Stop trying to recruit people. You don't need no more. It's like a couple.
Y'all have found enough.
Y'all international out this bitch. You don't need us. We're fine. Our military versus your militia, we're outnumbered by a lot. So have fun with your crosses. Anything else?
When you say crosses, it made me think of the KKK. And with that being said, I think this episode is done. You. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like. Because I'm black forever.
This is for the niggas. Strictly for the niggas. What? This is for the niggas.
The real niggas. Period.